Have you seen any clients lying around? I'm trying to find them. I'm just kidding. But seriously, one of the distinctions that I want to create for you, or the distinction that I want to create for you in this video, is the difference between finding clients, getting clients, attracting clients, and creating clients. One of the worst questions for a coach to answer is, what do you do? You're like, I'm a coach. I'm a health coach. I'm a weight loss coach. Nobody knows what the heck that is. They think about a nutritionist or their experience with a personal trainer. So one of the responses I used to get to that was, oh, so you teach fitness classes, or oh, so you're a personal trainer. So to answer that question, what do I do? I'm a coach. People don't generally understand what a coach is, how coaching works, or how it's different than other different kinds of health services that are on the market. So when I have in the past tried to find clients or get clients, I found it to be a really frustrating experience, because it's like these clients are just out there waiting for you to offer their services, and then they say yes. Now, on a deeper level, that's definitely true. There are people who want and need your help, that are ready and willing to invest in their time, in your fee, and in your program. But they don't necessarily know that they are those people. So to say find clients suggests that they're like sitting there just like tapping their fingers waiting for a coach to come knock on their door, when people don't really know what coaching is. When you answer that question, what do you do? And you say I'm a coach, you either get, oh, what's that? Oh, so you create fitness programs, or nothing in return at all. So instead, I propose that instead of finding clients or getting clients, you create them instead. The last video that in this series was on the difference between fishing and serving to create impact, and actually creating clients through impact. So what I mean by that is, in order to help someone understand that you and them can create a really powerful coaching partnership together, you have to first help them understand what's possible for themselves. So allow them to experience it. Now, I'm not talking about a 35-minute closing the deal conversation, and that's actually going to come in a separate video. What I'm talking about is help someone understand who you are and what you can do for them, which I hate to even say that way because it's like a very markety, what can you do for them phrase. But I don't mean in general, what does your program help them achieve? Connect with them on a one-to-one experience, be it through an email that you send them, a book that you send them, a video that you shoot specifically for them, a question that you ask them, and open up a dialogue, a conversation. Now, I'm actually in this video teaching you my formula for creating clients. So this is like something that you can actually action after you watch this video to try it yourself. I spend every single morning thinking for the first hour, who can I serve next? Not who is my market, who is my avatar, what actual person with a name and a life on this planet can I impact next? And I'll think of someone and I'll send them a book, I'll send them an email, I'll send them a question. And then you open up a dialogue, engage in a conversation with them, and serve them powerfully right from the beginning. Begin to ask permission. Can I offer you some insight on that? If I ask you a question, would you be willing to dig that a little deeper to create some clarity? And you have this back and forth conversation on email, on YouTube comments, on instant Facebook Messenger. And then once you have created impact, once you have served them and you see an opportunity, not an opportunity to pitch, but an opportunity to serve them more powerfully in a coaching conversation, invite them to that conversation. Some languaging that's useful around this, which I always found really helpful in like transitioning out of like marketing language into just coaching communication, language was really helpful for me. So I'll share the language that you can use or can be modified in a way. Would you like to continue this conversation more deeply in a coaching conversation? Offering someone a free strategy session or a free consultation, it doesn't connect any dots, but if you offer a continuation of the conversation you're already having, you can help them understand that you're just going to be doing more and more deeply of what you've already been doing. Then there's no ambiguity, there's no confusion about what's going to happen, right? So then you invite them to a conversation, and in that conversation, you just coach your ass off. You really come into that conversation with one intention only, which is to create even deeper impact or one life-changing insight for them in that conversation. You're also wanting to see if through creating that impact, there's a possibility for you to engage in a coaching partnership with them. It's not necessarily can you get them to buy your program. And in fact, it's not about that at all. It's can you see a future? It's like a date. Can you see a future with this person? And I'll ask you, how many of those conversations are you willing to have in order to create someone as a client? I used to beat myself up because I couldn't get anyone to close on my coaching program after 35-minute conversation. This is a person who never met me before, has no idea who I am, maybe he's experiencing coaching for the first time, and we've had 20 minutes of coaching and 15 minutes of me trying to close a deal. And then I get off the phone and wonder why they said no. It's kind of like step back for a moment. If you can create that magic in 35 minutes, more power to you. But I don't spend less than 90 minutes with somebody when I'm speaking to them for the first time. And usually we'll have another maybe 3 conversations before I even offer a coaching program. How many conversations are you willing to have to create clarity for both you and that person before you really paint the opportunity of a future together? And sometimes in between those conversations, if they're not taking action, you may find that coaching is not a fit for them. And it actually would not be an act of service to invite them to coach with you. So it's all coming back to this idea of creating impact before asking the question, do you want to marry me? Right? Before creating the actual proposal, would you like to engage in a long-term relationship together? Do your best to create impact first. And then let's expand that after you create the proposal just for the sake of it. Let's say they say no, that it's not the right time, or that actually they really can't afford it even after you've coached them around money. And now it's just not the right time. Though they were really inspired, it's just not a fit. Do you drop them off the face of the planet and never talk to them again? Ask permission to reach out again in 3 months and check in to see how they're doing, and then do it. The idea is, what are you willing to do? How much are you willing to serve? How much impact are you willing to create before you let go? Creating a client might take 2 years. It might take 2 calls, it might take 20 minutes. It has to be individualized. So creating a client is not pushing them through your funnel. It's engaging with them one-on-one to create impact over however long it takes to create them as your client. Now, on the side of creating clients, assuming that they may not want to coach with you, ask for a referral. Do you know anyone who might benefit from the conversations that we've had together, that you might be willing to share my information with them so that I can serve them powerfully as well? So the idea of creating clients is it's an ongoing, daily, conversation-based art that is individualized to you and to that person. You can take what I've showed you in this video and what I'm going to share with you in subsequent videos and modify to fit yours. I'm not suggesting at all that you do it exactly the way I do it, but if you are feeling like your process is challenging, or you're not creating the results that you want, or you're not creating the impact, more importantly, that you want, how much are you willing to slow this process down? Aside from just posting something on Facebook and getting the return, engage in those one-on-one conversations to first create impact. Take the idea of the proposal completely out of your mind until you really see both the opportunity that you can create with them and the commitment on their side as well. It's got to be both ways. And when both of those things become evident, and that might be in one conversation, it might be in 2, 3, or combination of conversations and emails over the course of 6 months, only when it's right, then make the coaching proposal to create the partnership together. I'm going to be sharing in subsequent videos more about the proposal itself, and each of these videos are going to follow one another so that there is the next step to take in creating clients to create your thriving coaching practice. In January, Weightless Health Coaching starts. It's a 10-month program for 6 health coaches to work with me to begin to slow the process down, to create more impact, to create clients in a way that feels authentic to you individually and doesn't really include any marketing or selling at all. The information for that video is below. And of course, always, 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 please reach out if you have any questions or you want to dive deeper into anything and share this video with someone that you know who could benefit as well.